What is good? This is your boy Darkstar Menace, and I'm back with today, and we're gonna do an open panel today. And of course, anybody that's tuned in, my segment is called Anime, Gaming, and Nerd. Ah, how did I mess up my shit? And comics, anime, and nerd shit. Jesus Christ, I'm like thinking too much about my freaking video games and shit right now, man. Don't mind me. But yeah, anyway, today I'm just kind of just really just ranting, shooting the shit, that type of stuff. But yeah, if you have not hit the like button, please hit the like button on your way in. If you have not hit the subscribe button, what the fuck are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button, man. Or you will be catch me on some of my latest streams on my Ways gaming streams. Um I haven't really been as active this week because I got a couple things I gotta take care of. For example, with me trying to move. So yeah, that's something I'm working on doing at the moment. And then also, my work schedule is gonna change. But what does that mean with my work schedule changing? With me having a new job now, what does that mean? That means my streaming schedule is gonna get a little weird, but hey, it's okay. I mean, I'll work around it. I'm gonna try to stream my games more often. Just with me working overnight, it's hard for me to get some of my gaming streams in. So I'll do better. I will definitely do better as far as getting my streams in. But yeah, but anyway, I mean, I'm trying to think of like what kind of so apparently I watched a new episode of She-Hulk, and I don't know what it was about that episode. It was just boring, man. Like I'm still trying to figure out what's the deal with when you criticize something that's like, I guess, like anything to do with comic books. Everyone is like up in arms about it, especially like people that aren't necessarily fans. Oh, and then I got my co-star Bob. And if y'all don't know what Bob looks like, then my avatar, that's Bob. And you can probably hear him in the background right now. He just showed up one of the co-hosts, so I'm gonna let the little guy co-host with me for a little bit. You know, honestly, it's not even a big deal if I haven't made the room. I just want to freestyle for a little bit. But anyway, yeah. So the whole thing with just with nerd culture in general. I'm not just gonna point out just She-Hulk or like anything MCU. I'm just gonna talk nerd culture in general because it's something I've noticed is that we nobody can ever critique something without being labeled without labeling a whole fan base misogynist or labeling a whole fan base toxic just based on a good set of individuals. And this is what I will say. Just because you got 3 or 4, 5, 6 people within a fan base saying a bunch of fucking dumbass shit doesn't mean the entire fan base is toxic or misogynist or anything like that. No, that does not mean that. Some people do have legit criticisms about said property that's being produced. You know, like I like for some reason I got called a misogynist just because I was saying I wasn't feeling the whole thing with She-Hulk twerking. With the whole She-Hulk twerking thing, I just wasn't feeling that. It just felt weird. And I got called a fucking misogynist. I was like, the fuck? Like I had a whole fucking dude go off on me trying to tell me I'm being the fucking misogynist because I don't agree with She-Hulk twerking. Like I just don't. I don't want to see a green CGI ass twerking. You know? I was just like, I had to tell the dude like, what the fuck? How do you get that of me being a misogynist? Matter of fact, I'm for women. I'm actually for women empowerment. Matter of fact, I'm always pushing for like women wanting to be doctors or being teachers or police officers, like any type of career a woman wants to do. I got no issue with that. In fact, if there's like a woman, let's say you got a woman that's going into like want to be a firefighter, and it's mostly dudes. I'm not gonna talk shit to her. I'm like, hey, do you? If you actually made it through and you beat out a bunch of dudes that were trying out, and your scores were higher than them, hey, more power to you. You know, like I'm gonna freaking big up you just like any other dude. Marvin, and it's like, for fuck's sakes, I've had to work with women in the military. And let me tell you something, there are some women in the military that can freaking do just as much as the dudes. I'm not gonna sit up there and freaking be like, oh, women can't do this, women can't do that. And then just because I have an issue with one little thing that somebody does on a TV show, I'm gonna get labeled a fucking misogynist. Get the fuck out of here with that fucking bullshit. Like, the fuck kind of what kind of fuck shit is that? Like, Jesus. All fans are allowed to have their fucking opinions on shit. I'm sorry. That's just what it is. When you put a product out to the masses, i.e., like a comic book, an anime, a TV show, a movie, music, you're gonna be subjected to criticism. Whether it's gonna be good criticism, bad criticism, it just is what it is. Not everybody is going to like your shit. And if people don't like your shit, it's not because you're being fucking attacked. Hey, salute Stone. Hey, long time no see, brother. Hey, sorry I haven't been checking out your Steam streams, man. I've been busy with life, bro. I've been busy with adulting, bro. But I'm gonna try to catch back up on some of your replays, man. But to be fair, I've been missing out on a lot of people's replays. So a lot of y'all, if I'm subbed up to y'all, if I haven't been catching up on your replays, I do apologize. Just I have a lot of moving pieces going on the outside, so it's nothing personal. I'm trying to do my best to kind of catch up to a lot of y'all. Okay, so yeah, don't take it personal, man. I'm doing everything I can to try to catch up on stuff that I got to do over here. Once I get my shit settled, then I'm definitely gonna start trying to work on doing collabs and shit. Just right now, I gotta fix situation outside of YouTube first before I get back onto, you know, doing collabs and stuff, man. Yeah, hey, bro, I feel you, man. I feel you. But yeah, man, what was I saying again? Yeah, just because, like, yeah, don't fucking attack the fan base. Like, don't sit up here and start being like, oh, you're being a fucking misogynist. Case in point, fucking the Lord of the Rings series. Not a lot of people were receptive to it. In fact, a lot of people felt that this new Lord of the Rings series was disrespectful to Tolkien. I'm gonna say this much: I never watched it. I'm not a fan of Lord of the Rings, so I can't fully speak on it. Like, I'm not into Lord of the Rings like that. Like, sorry, I'm just not. It's just not my cup of tea. I tried watching the first two Lord of the Rings and I just couldn't get into it. It's nothing personal, man. Yeah, man. Hey, I had to do it too. I've had to do that too, man. Like, in fact, I'm probably gonna. I think that whenever it's official, and I start moving. I actually probably am gonna take like a whole week off of YouTube, just that way I can get my place. It might be 2 weeks, just that way. One, I can get my shit ready to move, and then I get settled. Then I'll probably go back to freaking gaming stuff. But I'm not sure when it happens. But when it does, I will definitely let y'all know. But yeah, man. But yeah, like, anyway, when it comes to the whole thing, like the freaking Tolkien fans actually had an issue with how they were doing Lord of the Rings, man. And a lot of people want to turn around and throw race into this shit. And I'm kind of like, first off, fans didn't start that shit. Y'all motherfuckers did, because y'all were fucking really big on trying to push the whole diversity shit. Which, by the way, I'm gonna tell you, like, unpopular opinion that's probably unpopular with the masses, bro. The whole thing with pushing diversity is a crock of shit. Only reason they push the whole diversity shit is for money. That's the only reason why they push that shit, is because it's a cash grab. That's all it is at the end of the day. You know? That's why when anytime I hear a motherfucker start when the first thing they start off with is saying it's all about diversity inclusion, I'm already checking out. I'm already going to check out. Because to me, like, shit's not organic. It's not organic, and it kind of kills your show. And it really sucks because I forgot what it was. There was one TV show that actually was really, it was either a TV show or a movie that was really good, but they started out with saying the whole diversity and inclusion shit. I'm gonna tell you right now, if they had left that out, their sales would have went up, but it kind of tanked a little bit. And I'm trying to remember what it was. When I remember, I'll let y'all know. I can't remember it off the top of my head. But it's like it's just getting to the point where like a lot of motherfuckers that are a lot of these companies that are pushing this whole diversity shit, they're really showing their fucking ass. You may not know it, but they are showing their ass, dude. They're really showing their true colors. Like like the Green Lantern shit I was talking about last week. That's a prime example of that. Also, another example, Miles Morales' Thor. And yes, I keep fucking bringing that book up because still to this day, that book fucking triggers me, man. That book still makes me feel some type of way. I don't give a fuck what nobody says, man. That book made me feel some type of way, man. That's why I had to like slowly pull away from reading Marvel comic books for about, I think about a week and a half. I had to freaking hold back from reading Marvel comics, and just that shit with DC. It's like at this point, Warner Bros. Needs to fucking license that shit out to someone else because what y'all got going on right now, it ain't working. It is not fucking working. Like a lot of your freaking comics have fucking tanked. They're not even like, let me be real. A lot of the DC comics aren't even really making the top 100 list. They're really not even coming close. If any book does hit the top 100, it's more likely going to be a Batman book. Well, let's just be honest about that. Because Bruce Wayne Batman is the only thing that is really keeping DC afloat right now. The only thing keeping DC afloat. Because they already ruined Superman. The minute they brought Brian Michael Bendis to Superman, that was already like, that was the beginning of the end for Superman. Like the beginning of the end for Superman comics altogether. Like that dude made so many fucking decisions that like to the point where they're already affecting the comic book sales and just the storyline all in the DC universe altogether. Like I don't even know if I really even go into a lot of the shit they fucked up with. Should I really even go into it? Like I'm really just nah, fuck it. I'm gonna go into it because not a lot of people know about the shit that Bendis did that fucked up that fucked up Superman. All right. Well, for starters, they made Superman's secret identity public, so now the whole world knows Clark Kent is Superman. Which that was just fucking stupid. Is that like what was the fucking like the whole purpose of people reading the book is that you get to see Clark and Superman kind of be two separate people. It was an interesting dynamic in the book anyway, but you kind of took that away. And then the one thing that actually was working in the book was Superman having his son John Kent, and he was like learning his powers and stuff, and he was just a kid. That was actually working. Like hell, they even had a book where it was his son teaming up with Batman's son Damian Wayne called Super Sons, and that was a fucking badass book. Like I was reading that shit and I was impressed with the writing and just kind of seeing how they made the chemistry work with John Kent and Damian Wayne. Like it worked. The book was fucking selling. But then Bendis decided, fuck that shit. We're gonna age up John Kent so he can replace freaking Clark Kent at some point. Sure enough, that's what they fucking did, and the way they went about it was fucking dumb. Basically, come to find out, Jor-El didn't die, but he was actually alive. I forgot the name of the villain he was actually revealed to be. I can't remember the fucking name, man. But and then what happened is Jor-El took his son to the future, trained him on, his powers and stuff, and then he came back like a couple months later and he was a fucking teenager. I'm like, are we fucking serious right now? We're really gonna fucking just age the character up and act like we're supposed to be okay with the shit? Like people are supposed to really like be happy about this shit. Yep. Yeah, there was that. Yeah, I mean, I think I stopped reading after that shit happened because it was just becoming too much at that point. I read like bits and pieces of Son of Superman, Son of Kal-El, and I checked out. The writing was just trash, and it was just he wasn't doing Superman shit. So I checked out. And then, oh man, there's that. Like, I think every comic book company needs to learn this one little thing. This one little thing. And that's listen to your fan base. I've always been a big believer in listening to your fan base. Because telling you right now, if you listen to your fan base, you give your fans what they want, promise you that shit will sell. That shit will fucking sell if you just listen to your fan base. I mean, one example I will use is Spawn. I know like Image isn't as big as Marvel and DC, but I will say this much. The reason why Spawn still exists and why that book not only hasn't gone under, but Image Comics hasn't gone under is because Todd McFarlane focuses on story. And he does see fans freaking feedback. Hey, B-Man the Killer. Hey, salute, bro. Salute. Hey, I appreciate you coming through, brother. I really appreciate you coming through, man. But yeah, that's why fucking Spawn is still around, man. Because Todd McFarlane listens to the fucking fans and even comes up with some creative shit. And he's not even trying to push any type of fucking political agenda. None of that stupid bullshit. All he wants to do is just write a good fucking story. Keep it fucking pushing. Which is where a lot of these writers tend to suffer. Is that they write to push an agenda, and if the book don't sell, they get rewarded. They get rewarded with another fucking book and another fucking book. You know, instead of being like, no, I need to take you off this book. I need to fucking give you less projects. No, how about we give you more fucking projects instead of fucking turn around and say, no, I'm pulling you off that damn book. Hey, Matt K, salute, brother, salute. Appreciate you coming through, man. Like, and then, you know, and I'll give you a case in point, like Vita Ayala. Sorry, I'm just like trying to get my composure because every time I fucking bring up Vita Ayala, I fucking cringe. I fucking cringe. Hey, Chef Ron, salute, brother, salute, salute. Like, every fucking book Vita Ayala touches, it's fucking trash. But yet somehow this motherfucker still gets fucking work. Like, how the fuck does that happen? Someone please explain to me how you write a shit book that tanks and sells and you still get fucking work. Like, what the fuck? Make this shit make sense, man. Like, dude. Like, she already fucking killed X-Men for me. She fucking killed Wonder Woman. And the one that she killed, and I'm never ever gonna forgive this bitch for it, is Static. Yeah, she fucking just basically killed Static Shock. Like, I couldn't even get through the first fucking issue of that shit because the writing was just fucking horrible. Like, if Dwayne McDuffie saw the way this bitch was writing Static, he would turn over in his fucking grave. Oh fucking god, that dude would turn over in his fucking grave. Like, that's just my thing, man. If you want to freaking write a comic book, my thing is this. Like, learn how to, you gotta understand the characters, man. If you don't understand the fucking characters, just don't even write fucking comic books. That's all I'm saying. Don't even write a fucking book. Like, seriously, man. Like, the fuck. Hang on a second. There you go. I mean, if anybody wants to come up and add on to it, hey, feel free to add on to it. Feel free to add on to this shit. Because right now, I'm just freestyling right now. I'm just fucking freestyling right now. Like, dude, I don't know how the hell motherfuckers can just do that shit. And by the way, salute to my boy Real Chase Bait Gaming, man. Hey, y'all need to check this dude out, man. I'm telling you, his fucking channel is straight fire, dog. Like, the dude that plays all types of different fucking games, man. In fact, last night, man, his Mario stream, dog, that was straight fucking fire, man. Straight fucking fire ass stream. Yeah, hey, yeah, like I said, man, I'm gonna leave the link in there, man. If you need me to post up again, just let me know. But yeah, man, like it just got to the point when, yeah, bro, hey, you know I got you, man. You know I got you, brother. You know I got you. But yeah, man, I mean, it's just, like comic books have just hit an all-time low when DC is already possibly looking to, like, when Warner Brothers is already looking to fucking get rid of shit. And I'm hearing, and I don't know if I mentioned it on Sunday, but there's a rumor that Todd McFarlane is actually interested in buying DC Comics. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, here's the reason why. Because he's actually there's actually a couple books that he has coming out that's gonna be for DC, and I think it's like an Injustice book. I think it's a JSA or JLA book. I can't remember. I know Injustice is one of them. Injustice 2 is one of them, to be exact. Man, let me tell you, if Todd McFarlane fucking buys DC, like if he turns around and gets the publishing rights, bruh, telling you motherfuckers right now, man, I'm telling you right now, he will put fucking people on notice. He will put motherfuckers on notice. If y'all have not ever read shit from Todd McFarlane, besides Spawn, go back and read his fucking Spider-Man run from back in the 80s, bro, when Venom first appeared. That was probably some of the sickest fucking writing on the planet. I'm telling you, not just the writing, but the fucking artwork, dude. Bro, let that dude fucking come on the freaking, let that dude freaking get the poster rights to DC. Let him handle it. I promise you, dude, if that dude fucking handles it, man, oh fuck, man, let me tell you, you let a dude like that actually loves comic books, and you let him handle DC Comics, I promise you, man, DC sales will go up. Promise you that. Like, Marvel is slowly getting better. Let me see. Bro, facts. Fucking facts, Chase. Like, I really can't think of, like, really any book that dude wrote that I just wasn't feeling. Like, I really can't. Because, man, Todd McFarlane's on point. Like, it's still to this day, this motherfucker is still writing Spawn. And he's even created different versions of fucking different Hell Spawns, and they're actually pretty fire ass fucking characters. Like, I just saw a design for it was a samurai Spawn, and then I was hearing about a gunslinger Spawn, which was supposed to be like a Wild West Spawn, which that motherfucker is straight fire, dude. Dude's fucking badass looking. I mean, hopefully once I freaking move, get situated, get a new computer, I can definitely start doing more streams and have it a little more interactive. Definitely want to do that. But yeah, man, like I said, that fucking gunslinger Spawn, man. Just imagine being a Hell Spawn and at the same time you a fucking cowboy, bro. You might as well just be Dante from Devil May Cry at that point. Yeah, man, it's true. Like, comic books just don't hit the same no more. Now for me, it's getting to the point where, like, if I want to read a comic book, I gotta go back and read some old shit because some of the new shit just makes me cringe. Like, I get like maybe a couple pages through and then I gotta fucking close the damn book because I can't even get into it. And then I will also never ever forgive the fact that one of the writers, to me, just in my opinion, kind of fucking ruined Iceman a little bit. You know, now it's just getting to the, like, I get Iceman's gay, but now it's getting to the point where, like, it's just becoming cringe to where, like, they're basically contradicting Iceman, like, as far as, like, how he likes having his powers. Anybody that's read any X-Men book knows that Iceman loves his fucking powers, loves being a fucking mutant, accepted being a fucking mutant. And now they're making it to where, like, he was talking about, I guess he's coming out to the world, and now they're trying to write it to where, like, at one point Iceman had regretted having his powers or some shit. Like, it always goes back to when I say, like, you need to understand the characters and what the fuck you're writing, bro. You're right. You're absolutely right. Politics killed the fucking comic book industry, man. But that's really what it is. Because it's like this, man. It's like I've always, we can't really, because at the same time we can't really say that you can't throw politics into a comic book. You can, but you gotta be subtle as fuck about it. You can't, it can't be like some in your face type bullshit, dude. Case in point, the X-Men. Anybody that knows the X-Men, everybody knows what the X-Men are an allegory for. Everybody knows it. We all know the X-Men is an allegory for civil rights. We already know that for the civil rights movement. We know that's what the whole X-Men book is an allegory for. But at the same time, they were subtle about it. It wasn't blatantly obvious. Like, you get what I'm saying? There's a way to do this. There's a way to maneuver around the shit without having to fucking be all in your face with it. Yep, exactly. That's really all it was. It was just an allegory for Malcolm and freaking Martin. That's all it was. Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. That's all it was for. That's all it was. But again, they weren't so in your face about the shit. They freaking had to find a way to maneuver around it, which the way they did it was actually really smart. And it was creative, it was intriguing, and it drew readers in. Like, come on, man. That's like the perfect example of how to do fucking comic books without having to freaking be in your face with the politics. That's a perfect example of how to do it. I wish and this is why I will always say Stan Lee and Jack Kirby are the greatest comic book creators ever lived. You cannot change my fucking mind on that. Cannot change my fucking mind. Because, especially Jack Kirby, like, I'm gonna say this. I say, like, if we're gonna talk who is more creative between Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, man, Jack Kirby is the godfather of fucking comic books. That motherfucker is the godfather of comic books. Like, you wouldn't have motherfuckers like Thanos. You wouldn't have Orion. You wouldn't have Darkseid, bro. Like, do I need to? Or what else? The Eternals. Fucking Spider-Man. Fantastic Four. Do I need to continue? Do I need to continue, or has my point pretty much been made? Like, anytime I can keep going, but you know what? At the end of the day, it doesn't change the fact Jack Kirby's the godfather of comic books. Cannot change my mind. In fact, I feel like they give Stan Lee more praise than Jack Kirby, and to me, that's a little fucked up. Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking anything away from Stan Lee. Don't get that fucked up. Do not get that fucked up. Fucking love Stan Lee. All right, that dude is very influential. That dude is a very influential comic book artist. Not just comic artist, but comic book creator. Very influential. But I still say, when it really comes down as far as creativeness, Jack Kirby. Hands down, Jack Kirby. Cannot change my mind on that, man. Can't. Just can't. You will not change my mind on that. Unless you can prove me otherwise. That, that's all I gotta say on as far as like that whole little thing about Jack Kirby and Stan Lee. Yeah. Jack Kirby, hands down. Like, yeah, I mean, and not only that, they were just good writers, man. And I think that's also been the biggest thing with a lot of comic book writers is that everybody has to do this thing where they have to pander to everybody instead of just writing a book who gives a fuck about people's political views. Because, like Chase said, politics killed the comic book industry. Because the minute they started doing this whole left wing, right wing bullshit, it got to a point where it was like, oh, if you're on the fucking right, we don't want to fuck with you. Which is why a lot of comic book artists and writers that used to be around aren't in the comic book industry anymore, or they're doing like crowdfunded shit now because they got pushed out. They didn't leave voluntarily. They got pushed out of the comic book industry. You know, you like I'm gonna be like Dan Didio. Like DC was on point when Dan Didio was there. But the minute they pushed him out, I hate to say it, that's when I knew DC was gonna go to shit. The minute they pushed that guy out. Because that dude was not one of those dudes that was trying to push any type of political ideology. He just wanted to fucking do comic books. That's all he wanted to do. You know, when you freaking push out people that love comic books, you get the shit that we have right now. You get all the stupid bullshit, all this dumb shit that gets created. Makes no sense. Or they make it blatantly obvious that they're trying to push their beliefs onto you, and when you disagree with it, they want to start attacking you and calling you names and shit like that. Like, whatever happened to motherfuckers taking like constructive criticism, man? I feel like at some point it died. It died. Especially with comic books, that shit died. In fact, I feel like it's got to the point where editors just don't really give a fuck to even do their job anymore. Like, they just don't. Because that's why you have all these stupid ass fucking retcons. This is why you have all this shit where you have the writers, you know, fucking, oh my god, I'm losing my train of thought. We have writers turn around lecturing to the audience and shit. Like, it's just the fuck, man. Why can't these editors just do their job? Because you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, like, their job is to police up the writing. That's their job, to fucking proofread the shit and be like, I don't know if this is gonna work because this happened in this issue and that issue and back here. So I mean, you know, do we really have to write a whole retcon? You know what I mean? Well, what's so hard about that? Like, last I checked, the editor is supposed to be the freaking SME. And for y'all that don't know what SME means, it's SME, means subject matter expert. For those of y'all that weren't in the military, that's what a SME is. It's a subject matter expert. All right? That's what that is. Like, yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. That's why comics have suffered, man. Like, one dude, Ethan Van Sciver. That's a dude who, he's a pretty controversial dude in the comic book industry. But to be fair, he's been a comic book pro since the fucking late 80s, early 90s. And he's, you know, they pushed him out of the comic book industry. He has a YouTube channel. He does have a YouTube channel. I follow his channel. I watch some of the stuff he said. I watch his channel. Some of the stuff he says I don't agree with 100%. But when it comes to like just some of the shit that gets pushed out in the comics, and let me tell you something. I might have to call this motherfucker Nostradamus, because he be predicting a lot of shit that's gonna happen in the comic book industry, and it ends up happening. Like, I'd say like the rate of him being right has been about, I want to say, 93% of the times. 93% of his predictions have been right, which is some scary fucking shit. You know, it's some scary fucking shit. But anyway, but just because that dude's a fucking conservative, they just said, you know what, fuck you, you're a fucking racist, you're a bigot, you're a sexist, all this shit, you know what, get the fuck out. And that's fucked up. To automatically label that dude that just over some dumb shit. Yeah, no, facts, Chef Ron. Facts, man. Everything is a money grab now, man. Like, you can tell a lot of these people that are writing these fucking books don't give a fuck for the fucking characters. You know what I mean? they don't have a love for comic books. All it is, they just want to get their fucking bag and keep it moving. You know what I mean? That's all it is. It's starting to get to a point where you got people in the comic book industry. I'm starting to think they're a bunch of fucking grifters, in my opinion, man. That's just my opinion. You know, then again, my opinion's like an asshole. Everybody has one, so therefore I'm allowed to have my fucking opinion. I'm sorry, man. I had to say that because you'd be surprised anytime you give your opinion, motherfuckers want to tell you you're wrong, and it's like an opinion is just what somebody thinks. Just because it's something what they think doesn't matter whether it's right or wrong. That's just how they think. Like, shut the fuck up. I hate motherfuckers that do that shit. But yeah, bro, you're right. Like it's getting to the point where instead of drawing in readers, you're pushing readers away. And a lot of these motherfuckers, they're too self-centered to fucking realize that that's what they're doing. You're pushing your fan base out. Like you're trying to fucking push out the people that are actually buying the fucking products. It's like, do y'all motherfuckers even want to make money or not? Because if y'all want to make money, why don't you try writing shit? Why don't you try writing shit for the masses instead of just fucking sitting up here like writing how you think the book should go? Because let me tell you something. Just because you think the book should work a certain way doesn't mean it's gonna work. You know, like I'm gonna even say it right now. Like I know once I get situated, I'm gonna start getting back into working on my character designs before I start working on my own personal comic book, and that's gonna take a couple years to get done. You know, it's gonna take a few years, but it's just something I'm gonna work on, and I'm gonna be honest. Whenever I put my shit out, I want honest fucking feedback. Like on God, I want honest fucking feedback because the only way I know I'm gonna get better at that shit is if I have people giving me honest feedback. That's the only way I know I'm gonna get better at that shit. Because if I don't get any honest feedback, guess what? I'm gonna keep thinking what I'm doing is okay, and I'm gonna keep fucking writing my shit the way I want to write it, and then I'm gonna have somebody tell me years later, "Oh man, your book fucking sucked." And I'm like, "Why the fuck did my book suck?" Because this, and that. I'm like, "Well, why didn't motherfuckers tell me this shit in the first place?" Like, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, come on now. Hey, man, we got to be able to take constructive criticism. Like that's the only way you're gonna improve and you're gonna be better and more effective as a writer. You know, and what really makes it sad is that you have some comic book artists that have some really badass fucking artwork, but then it suffers because of the shitty writers. The book suffers because of the shitty writers. But it's like they don't get to share their artwork, all the fucking blood, sweat, and tears that they put into the fucking panels or into that said cover. You know, that shit's not easy, man. Like like me personally, I try to get like for me, I feel more bad for the artists than I do the writers, man. Because the artists, man, let me tell you, man, comic book artists, they go hard in the fucking paint, bro. They really put their all into every little cover, every fucking panel that they do. They put their fucking all into it, man. So I feel more for the artists than I do for the writers. Hold up, I got my boy up here. Hold on one sec. Let me let him in.
What's going on, bro?
Hey yo, what's going on, brother? What's going on, man?
Not much of shit was in here putting up groceries and pulling out shit to eat, trying to get my shit situated. But I see, man, I'm gonna hurry up and hit this link for a quick second because I had some shit I wanted to say. It was too much to type.
Hey, it's all good, brother. Hey, go ahead and get it out, brother. Go ahead,
but
go ahead.
but but yeah, like I was trying to say, man. What like with the with them running off the real writers. Well, I'm gonna elaborate even more on that. A lot what they've been doing, like Chef Ron said, man, shit is a money grab. And basically, what they did, they tried to make comics like more mainstream and they attracted a different fucking audience that's not really comic fans. So now they just reaching and grabbing for straws trying to just throw anything out that's gonna stick to the wall. That's how we get a fucking a gay Jonathan Clark and shit like that. It's like y'all trying to pander to motherfuckers who was never comic fans to begin with, rather than catering to those who've been keeping the fucking industry alive. I could say like that because you know so many fucking different characters owned by different fucking companies, and the rights is all over the fucking place. That's why the MCU is a fucking mess. We can't get a decent Fantastic Four movie because of that shit. So it's like,
Bro,
man,
who you telling?
shit is weird, man. And it's
Bro,
crazy because it got a lot of shit on the table that they could do, bro, and make some money and like pump life back into the shit. But it's like they giving us the same redundant shit over and over and over. And with the fucking comic books, when they do try to do something new, they just remixing motherfuckers. They're trying to change the backstories of already established characters, and the shit is corny.
and not only that, it's not just not only do they do that, but they recycle old storylines too.
Yeah, that
You
shit
know,
too.
yeah,
And
like they did that shit with the Miles Morales, like the whole Spider-Man clone cycle, the clone saga. They recycled that shit specifically for Miles Morales.
And they only did that because they wanted to like cater and pander to like I guess a black audience. They wanted to try to make it like it was black. I guess they seen the success Black Panther had just being like a black fucking comic, so they just pulled in people. Not even no real fucking Spider-Man fans. Like, oh, they got a black Spider-Man, we're gonna go watch it. But then when you got all this other shit that follow, that could be like any comic books and shit like that. Nobody's going to buy the shit.
Nope. Mm-mm. Nah, I mean, yeah, and that's what that's all what I've always been saying, man. Is like, how are you gonna pander to a bunch of motherfuckers that don't even read the fucking books?
Exactly.
How and expect them to buy your shit and alienate the actual people that read the books, but then y'all bitch and say that people don't want to buy your books because because they're fucking racist or because they're sexist or all this all this dumb fucking excuses for them not selling your book. Take some fucking accountability. Be like, no, reason our books aren't selling because we pushed out the old fans and want to get new people to come in.
Exactly.
Know what I'm saying,
And they wonder why the manga is whooping their ass right now.
bro? Facts,
That's why,
facts.
because they actually cater. They fuck up sometimes too, but at least they care a little more about their main base of fans. Like with
Mm-hmm.
DC and Marvel, man, I don't know what the fuck they got going on. I think they done saw the money from the movies, and I guess they just put the comic shit on the back burner, and they
Yep.
just giving us fucking movies and shows and shit. Shit is
Yeah.
fucking corny. I watched
Yeah.
that She-Hulk. It's alright, but this shit could have been better. It's kind of more like a fucking comedy than like a fucking comic live action. I don't know. They did too much to try to make it old. I don't know. It just seemed corny.
Yeah, and like for me, it was just like the jokes didn't hit.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Like,
They're not
yeah,
land.
yeah, like it was like I was trying to like enjoy it, but none of the jokes hit at all, bro.
Because I'm still watching it. Just to the
Yeah,
fact that I'm a fan, but can I say this shit is like 8 or 9 on the scale? Nah, I give it like a solid 5.5.
I gotta give it a
Maybe.
4, bro.
Yeah,
Give it a
I can't
4.
go over 5.
Nah,
You know,
fake, dude.
for people that don't know shit about the comics, it just I don't know, it don't give them like the gist of the story like we got it growing up when we was reading like the original fucking stories and shit. This new
Yeah,
watered down shit that they getting, man, it's like that ain't the real. It's almost like it's almost I hate to use this analogy, but it's almost like the crack game or something. Like back then they had that raw shit, and now they got this old baking soda whipped up shit. That's what they giving
yep.
us right now. They giving us the baking soda shit.
Not the bacon soda, dog.
Yeah, they giving us the baking soda, man.
Not
They
the
done stepped
bacon.
on that shit so much
Crush
to
that. They
where,
fucking crush that shit up, man.
yeah, man. And and, and
Trying
they
to
wonder
fucking
why,
cut corners and shit.
and they wonder why the shit dying off. Look how
Exactly, man.
Spawn, they never gave us another Spawn movie. They failed with the Ghost Rider fucking sequels. Even though I love
Jesus.
the first one,
Yeah,
the second two wasn't hitting on shit.
yeah,
Then it just fade off. Then we just don't talk about Ghost Rider no more.
yeah.
Like this
But I
shit
hear they're
crazy.
still doing a. I hear they're supposed to be doing a Spawn movie with Jamie Foxx. I hear that's still in the works.
I heard that, and that shit might be dope. I ain't gonna lie, Jamie might do all
Yeah.
right, but we got to see. It depends on who behind the shit. Cause I don't give a fuck
Well,
what actor you get. If you got motherfuckers writing some bullshit, it just ain't gonna land.
From what I'm hearing, man, Todd McFarlane is really trying to be involved in that particular project. But I don't know. We'll see, man.
Yeah,
But we'll
Todd
see what
McFarlane
happens.
not gonna be in it. I think it's gonna be whack. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. Oh no, that's facts, man. Because I hate to say it, only motherfucker that actually writes Spawn really good is Todd McFarlane.
Was
You,
him exactly.
yeah, you can't get nobody else to do it, man. Because it's like, case in point, the movie. Like, what the fuck was they thinking with that shit? Like that movie, that shit was all over the fucking place,
it
man.
it could have been a lot better. Then they
Yeah,
had John Leguizamo and shit. It's like
yeah. I just
I
wasn't
can't
feeling
take this
that.
guy serious. Shit,
I
so like
couldn't, man.
they could have gave us a fucking cartoon for all that.
I
I'd
mean,
have
even
took
though,
that.
yeah, I would have rather been did the like an actual animated movie. Though they had the show, but I would have rather them do like an actual animated movie instead of that shit, bro. Like the fuck.
Right. This is what I want to ask you. How do you felt about this? This completely off topic, but how did you feel about that Samurai Batman shit? Not the
Ooh,
not the cartoon movie, but the actual book.
actual book. Ooh. I gotta go back and read that one again, man.
I'm
I
gonna keep
really
it a bean. I didn't like it.
didn't like it. Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't
gonna still
fucking
check
like
it
it.
out though. I'm gonna still check it out.
I ain't like it. The cartoon was kind of whack too, but the book,
Oh, don't get me started with the
even
cartoon. That was trash.
yeah,
That none of that shit was plausible, bro.
it wasn't. I didn't. And it started off confusing. It was like, what the fuck? You know, like with the time they didn't explain like how the fuck they even get into that. It just kind of just jumped right into the shit.
Yeah, and then what didn't make any sense is how the fuck are you gonna be in feudal Japan and then you have motherfucking mechs?
That's what the fuck I was trying to figure
Like
out.
I was trying to make sense of that shit, and I was just like, "The fuck am I watching, man? What the fuck is this shit?"
That shit was crazy. They just jumped straight into it. They didn't give us like no
Yeah,
explanation or like a quick backstory to show like what the fuck happened like before. They just jumped
yeah,
straight into the shit. He there, Joker already established villain out there. He this badass shogun and shit. Like what the fuck happened?
yeah.
How we got here?
And then you had fucking Penguin and fucking Two Face as like his generals and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? How the hell these motherfuckers get back here anyway?
That's what I was trying to figure out when I saw, and like they didn't
Right.
explain none of that shit.
Yeah, and Catwoman was there too. Like, bro, it was just,
Like
man,
all
that's
they did was give us a regular ass Batman story and just change the setting basically.
pretty much that's how it came off. Like, I
Yep.
feel like I was watching fucking Arkham Asylum, but in Japan.
That's all it was. Fuck. Next they gonna give us Cowboy Batman next.
Hey, but I won't lie, a cowboy Batman actually would actually be kind of fire.
I don't know the Bat
If
Horse.
done right, if done
That
right,
shit might
if
be
done
dope.
right.
Batman riding around doing duels and shit on a horse.
Shit, that actually be pretty badass on some
But
real shit, man.
I'm gonna tell you what they need to do, but I know they're not gonna fucking do it.
Mm.
If they want to make a badass Batman movie, they could give us either the Batman Who Laughs or they could give us one of them spawned off Batmans that came from that shit. Like we had what there was like the Flash Batman.
Oh,
I forget
the
what they
Red Death,
called them.
yeah.
The Red Death. Shit. What the other one was?
I would have
The
rather them
Nightmare
do.
Batman.
I would
They could
rather
have gave
do
us.
Dawnbreaker, bro.
They got that
Uh,
one too. You know what I'm saying? And what the other
yeah,
one was? Didn't they have like a land? Didn't Batman become a lantern at one point?
yeah, that's the one. Yeah, the Dawnbreaker, because that motherfucker did the one thing that no other Green Lantern did, is that he broke the fail safe that actually allows a Green Lantern to kill someone. Yeah, his willpower was that strong that he overpowered the ring's override, and now he's able to off motherfuckers left and right. Like, come on, man. Is that not badass or what?
Yeah, hell yeah. It should be done. Yeah, that definitely would be like a lane they should try to I don't know what the word I'm trying to say. They should try to explore. But knowing
Yeah,
these motherfuckers, they don't have no creative writing no more. It's just dead. So they're gonna probably give us another Joker story. We gonna get
yeah.
Joker
I
again.
mean, I'm already at the point where I just don't even care to see the new Joker movie. I just don't even care for it.
I don't even want to see Joker no more. They made me tired of Joker. I don't want to see shit else with Joker in it.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting tired of that shit,
I'm
man. I
good.
kind of want to see something where Batman's fighting Deathstroke or some shit.
Yeah, exactly. They ain't even put him in the fucking movie yet.
Matter of fact, hey, that was actually the original plan for the for Ben Affleck's solo movie. He was supposed to fight Deathstroke.
And they failed on that shit. They ain't give us Deathstroke. We ain't got Nightwing in a movie.
Mm,
Uh, we ain't getting no Damien in a movie. I don't even think they put Raj Al Ghul in the fucking movie yet.
yeah, they did. The
They
Dark
did?
Knight. Yeah, and the Batman Begins.
Oh, in the Batman. Oh, all right, they did in the beginning. We was training. But
Yeah,
fuck,
yeah,
they didn't delve deep into it though.
yeah. They didn't get too much into it. It was
And a
just
lot
I
of
don't know.
and a lot of people that's not familiar with it probably ain't know who the fuck that was anyway.
Yeah, and like even then, it was like you also got to remember, man. I feel like with the whole Dark Knight series, some people liked it. I personally didn't like it because I didn't really just felt like it was just a nerfed down version of Batman, in my opinion, and a nerfed
It
down
was.
version of. It was like a nerfed down version of Bane.
The
I'm
only
gonna keep that a buck.
the only one I liked was the one with Joker in it.
Yeah, that was the only good one, in my
And that
opinion.
was because of old boy playing Joker. He kind of
Yeah,
intensified it, but yeah, I didn't feel the Bane one didn't really land for me.
yeah. Like honestly, the only fucking line, the only part in the movie that was good was the first fight with Bane and Batman. That was pretty much it.
And shit, Bane beat the shit out of Batman.
Oh yeah, no, he done fucked his ass up, bro. Like, and it's like I keep telling motherfuckers, I'm like, dude, if you thought Bane would fuck them up in this movie, you should have read the book. The book was worse.
Yeah, Bane tore his ass up in the book, almost killed
It
his ass.
because it was like not only did he beat his ass to the rooftop, he followed that motherfucker to Wayne Manor and fucked his ass up even more, bruh.
Yeah,
I will never ever forget that shit. Cause I was laughing the whole time reading that shit. Cause I was like, how the hell did this motherfucker track his ass down, bro?
they couldn't put him in a movie like that. He would have been too OP. They always nerf shit down for the movies.
Oh yeah. But to be fair, I mean Bane is slightly when it comes to like some Batman villains, like Bane is one of those ones that is a little too much for Batman.
He really was. And
Because where a lot of people get it fucked up is Bane's not dumb. Bane is like fucking genius level intellect.
he can fight.
Yes, that's what makes it worse. You got a dude that's big as shit. He's a genius and he could fight.
And
Yeah,
he got fighting
that's a
skills. Yep.
yeah. You already got a deadly combo right there, man. At that point, you might, man. You better have fucking. You better have prep. You better have plans after plans after plans for that motherfucker. Cause shit, you're not coming out alive the first time you fight that dude.
Fuck no. I hear
Mm-mm.
they trying to bring World Breaker Hulk 2 to the MCU. So I
Yeah,
heard.
yeah, I keep hearing about that too, man. And honestly, they should because the way Hulk is in the MCU, bro, they just
They got
my
him looking like a bitch.
they, bro. You said it, not me. You said it, not me.
Yeah. They got my boy looking like a whole clown out here, man. Right now, I don't know.
Yeah, and I think you know what? And I think that's something anybody that's a Hulk fan will agree to that. They will agree to that 100%. Because even when motherfuckers try to say, "Oh, Professor Hulk was in the comic," true, but you know the difference is that Professor Hulk was still beating motherfuckers' asses
Fuck us
left and
up.
right. So what the fuck we talking
Exactly.
about?
Exactly. They done got him all bitched up and he all docile and scared. Like Thanos just whipped the man out of him. I mean, shit. If we won't keep it a bean, shit. Doctor Doom did way worse to him than Thanos could have ever did. But
Yeah, that's
I don't
true.
know.
Yeah, that's
You know,
true. Like
Doom had him on a leash and all that.
like Doom had basically had Hulk as his bitch. You know what am
Yeah,
I
he
saying?
did.
Yeah. Speaking of Hulk, bro, did you ever watch the Hulk cartoon from the '90s?
Yeah, I did. I
Oh,
did.
yeah, it was
Hold up.
funny,
If,
man.
if
I was
if I'm
trying to
not
tell him,
mistaken, though, wasn't the original Hulk based on David and not Bruce?
um, no, that was the live action one. That was a live action one. That was David Banner. The cartoon was Bruce Banner.
It was always Bruce.
Yeah, and the comic, yeah, and the cartoon one, that one, if any of the cartoon followed more of the comic.
All right, I got you.
Yeah, because I know, like, when I was telling motherfuckers in this Facebook group about the how that 90s show did She-Hulk more justice, I turned around and even showed them the video of how She-Hulk turned into fucking She-Hulk.
Right.
Like, I showed that shit to my girlfriend, and she was like, "They should have went with that instead of this shit on the TV show."
Yeah, that shit.
Cause she
They
was like,
always
"My girl,"
they always
cause
change shit though. You know they'll never
yeah,
go
but
with the original shit.
nah, I know they won't. It is what it is, man. It is just, I don't know, man. Like, I have my freaking thoughts on that show. I at this point, like, after this next episode, I might just freaking fall off just because I was waiting to see Daredevil, which he's supposed to show up on the next episode.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
once
and they, and
Daredevil.
they, and, and they giving us Daredevil back, so hey, this shit might be dope.
Yeah, from what I've seen, he still acts the same like on the Netflix show. So we'll see. Like, I'm telling you right now, man, if Marvel fucks this up,
That was their best Marvel show.
bro. Facts.
Daredevil was fire. Uh,
Oh,
what you call him was I. Iron Fist was okay. Luke Cage
first
was
season.
dope the first season. Second season, I liked it the second season too, but I don't know, it just felt off a little bit.
Yeah, that's how I felt about it with Luke Cage. Like, the first season was a straight fire. Second season, it was like halfway
Yeah,
through it, it started to fall off a cliff a little bit.
it did. Like when they first introduced what's his name? It was fire in the beginning, like probably the first three episodes, and then it just kind of the tank after that.
Bushmaster.
Bushmaster. Yeah, when they
Oh,
first brought him on, they like them first three episodes, that shit was fire. I ain't gonna interrupt. And then
yeah,
they couldn't keep the intensity up. Like y'all know, they just kind of lost steam.
yeah. I don't know if it was because of just the action scenes or the writing or
The writing,
what.
it's the writing, the fucking
Yeah, I
writing. It's
mean,
always the writing.
I'm probably gonna blame the writing on that one too, because it was
You
just
can't blame the actors because they always get some decent actors. It's always the fucking writing.
yeah. I'm gonna give you that. Except for Iron Fist. No, the actor for Iron Fist just sucked.
Nah, yeah, he didn't sell Iron Fist to me at all.
No, he was fucking trash. I'm
Not from
gonna
the
be
book.
honest.
Yeah, not from the book. He didn't say it wasn't the same.
Yeah, no, I'm because like I'm gonna be honest. It's like, how is this dude supposed to be like one of the greatest martial artists, but yet you got Daredevil like fucking showing you up.
Exactly. Yeah, they nerfed him down. I didn't like that shit.
Yeah, but I still think the best episode was when Iron Fist and Luke Cage teamed up.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, that was a badass episode when they cleared out the fucking warehouse. Fucking Iron Fist charges at the fist, and Luke Cage is like, "Go ahead, man, I can take it." Punches Luke Cage's fucking fist, clears out the whole fucking warehouse just from that punch. That was badass.
It had potential. That's why
Oh yeah.
I can understand why Netflix scrapped them shits. They
Oh,
just
it was
scrapped
because
every
Marvel.
fucking thing.
Oh, because Marvel,
Yeah.
they were being a bunch of bitches about it. That's what that was.
And then look what they do. They get the shit and then they shelf it. I actually liked it. Jessica Jones. I ain't gonna interrupt.
Yeah. I was gonna say the
I
same thing.
actually
Like,
liked it.
Jessica Jones actually was legit. Like,
It
I don't give a
was.
fuck what nobody says about it. Jessica Jones was a good show.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Like,
Me
I hope
personally.
they bring that back.
Cause what you call him was a motherfucker. What that boy name is, man? Shit. Her main villain. I'm trying to call his name. It's
Purple
on the tip
Man.
of my damn tongue. Not Purple Man. Shit. Who she was running from? With nigga with the telekinetic, probably making motherfuckers do shit.
Yeah, that was Purple Man, dude.
They changed his name in the show though. They called him something else.
Yeah, I keep forgetting his fucking name,
They called him
man. But
something else on a TV show. But that's basically who he was. But they called him
yeah,
something different.
yeah, I can't remember the dude's fucking name. But yeah, but that's who that was. But yeah, that
That shit was
dude,
badass.
yeah, that dude
Then
sold
that
the fuck.
actor, yeah, he sold the fuck out that role.
Like, bruh.
That nigga looked
Like,
menacing.
yeah, like that. I even now it's just kind of like, wait, what the fuck? Like, I didn't even like. I was even that motherfucker. Like, you know what? Don't let me be in the same room with this nigga because I don't know what the fuck he gonna do. I don't
Right.
know what the fuck he gonna tell me.
And my wife don't know too much about just if she was even able to enjoy that shit. That probably that between that and Daredevil, that was the two best ones for me.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like for me, I'm gonna be honest. The first season of Punisher was good. The second season was okay.
Yeah, Punisher started off hot. I still liked it though. I liked it. The dude who they had acting as Frank though. He kind of looked like him.
Yeah, yeah, I'll keep that a book, man. That you really could. It's really hard to find somebody else to play the Punisher besides him and Thomas Jane.
Yeah, because they definitely personified that personality of Punisher. Like, and then he had the look.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then I'm still gonna say the best. Like probably the best Punisher moment was whenever Punisher was in prison and he killed all them dudes with the shank.
Yeah, that's probably one of the coolest fucking sequences right there for
For
sure.
real, dog. Like just straight
They
up.
need they need to give him a movie.
Yeah, I heard they're supposed to be bringing him back to the MCU too.
That's what I heard, and I heard they're gonna bring the same actor back. That would be fucking dope if they did
Yeah,
it.
they got to, man. They
Yeah,
got to.
certain people once they kind of own them roles, it's hard to replace them.
Yep. Like I kind of hope they. Hell, I hope they bring back fucking Luke Cage.
That too, because I think what's better writing that shit would have hit harder.
Oh
Because they
yeah,
had something. They definitely had something.
yeah. Because I hate to say it, Mike Coulter, that nigga is Luke Cage.
That's all I see now when I see it. Every time my wife, that's all my wife sees. She said, "Oh, look at Luke Cage." She don't even call him man his name.
I don't either, dude. Anytime I see this dude on the movie, I'm like, oh shit, it's Luke motherfucking Cage. What the fuck?
Yep.
Yeah,
He is.
like that's all. Like because at first the whole time I was like saying, yo, you need to get Terry Crews to play Luke Cage. But after seeing that dude play
Nah,
Luke Cage, I was like, fuck
I
Terry
can't take
Crews.
Terry Crews serious like that. The people
Nah,
do that.
I can't either. Yeah, after I saw that, I was like, okay, nah, Terry Crews isn't even up to that caliber.
Nah,
Not even.
I don't think
Can't
Terry
do it.
Crews is a good enough actor.
Nope.
He's more of a
Mm-mm.
comedic role type of guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
So
Oh,
did you see that dumbass movie he was in? John Henry.
that shit was fucking trash, dude.
Bro, I don't know
That
what the
movie,
fuck they were thinking about.
that
Whoever
was
funded that
fucking
shit needs to be arrested.
for real, man. That like for crimes against humanity. Cause what the fuck was that shit, dog? Like I don't know what the fuck that movie was, dude.
I was
That
confused throughout that whole movie.
for real. I can tell you right now, the only reason Ludacris did that movie was for charity.
Hell yeah. Oh, they paid him.
Yeah,
Ludacris got a nice
they
little
had to
bag.
pay him. They had to pay him hella good to do that fucking movie because
That
that
shit was
shit was
terrible.
fucking trash, dude. Uh. And the thing, man, I sat through that shit all the way through, and I was
Me
just
too.
what
I,
I
I
was
was
like,
mad I
what?
did.
I was like, what the fuck did I just watch, dude?
That shit was crazy. There's no way it ended. Like, I don't know. That's a movie I'll never watch again. They need to
No,
put that bitch in a vault and lock
for real,
it.
dude. Fuck that shit. I'll put that shit in my garbage disposal and turn the garbage disposal on afterwards, man. Fuck that shit. That
For
movie was
real.
fuck. That's how bad that movie was.
That's one of the worst fucking movies they could have made.
Bro, I couldn't do that shit, man. Fuck it. Hell no, dude.
Hell
But
yeah.
yeah, hey, but did you see that new the new Black Adam trailer that just dropped yesterday?
No, I didn't see the new trailer, but I seen like a screenshot of the villain. Shit looks promising. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too. Like after I like saw the second trailer, I'm like, okay, now I want to see it. Like, cause at first I
They
was kind of on the fence, but now after I actually saw like what the trailer looks like, I'm like, okay, I'm definitely gonna check this movie out
'cause
now
they
for
didn't
sure.
they didn't really do a bad job with Kazam.
Yeah, Shazam actually isn't that bad either,
Kazam,
man.
yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah, like, and I'm not even gonna lie, like I actually like Shazam, dude. Like,
Yeah, I liked it. I
yeah,
enjoyed it. I went to the movie theaters and watched that shit.
oh, I did too. Matter of fact, that's the same thing I'm trying to do with part two. Like, I'm already sold on part two.
I am too. I ain't gonna lie. They did such a good job with the first one. Hopefully they don't fuck it up.
Yeah, it looks like they upped the ante with the second one, so I'm really looking forward to the second one.
Hell yeah. They ain't never
Yeah,
giving no date on when that shit coming out though.
I know part two is supposed to come out sometime next year. I can't remember what month though. Fuck, I can't remember if it was supposed to be like April or some shit, man. I gotta look again. So I know they moved Aquaman 2 all the way to next year in Christmas.
The Aquaman, I don't know which direction they gonna go with Aquaman. But
I don't know.
they better step it up though, cause he losing Thunder.
Yeah, he really is, man. Like it's like not only that, but they're already done with the fucking movie, bro. They're already done filming the shit. So
Right.
right now, it's like they need to figure some shit out. Because I know right now, Warner Brothers, they're trying to be cheap asses because of the new CEO.
Oh
But
shit.
at the same time, I mean, Warner Brothers was kind of low key operating on a loss anyway.
It
Case in
was.
point, yeah. Case in point, the CW.
That's a big L they took, but that's their own fucking fault.
No, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's my whole point. It's their own fucking fault because
Them shows didn't
you
need that many seasons.
yeah, not only that, you pushing all these TV shows that a lot of people just aren't fucking watching. The viewership is falling off, but you just
Yep.
steadily pouring money into the shit. Like,
Yep. I
like,
think
come
the
on, man.
best I think the best two CW shows by far was Green Arrow and Gotham.
Yeah,
They capped out at them too. The Flash
Y-
started off good, but about after season 4, that shit went to falling off.
yeah. I'm not gonna lie. About around season 4, that's when it slowly started to
That's
fall
when
off
it
the
started.
cliff. Yeah,
Which Flash that was from the future? The future Flash. That was gonna forget the name of it. Right after that season, that's when
Saboteur,
it started.
Saboteur.
Right after Saboteur, the shit started
Yep.
falling off. Then
Even I'm
they gave us
the
Godspeed, and they
thinker.
did a shitty job with Godspeed.
Bro, that shit pissed me off with Godspeed. Like they had potential to do so much with that shit, and then they fumbled it. I was
They
just
dropped the
like,
ball like a motherfucker.
who's writing this shit, man?
Ain't no fuck. I think they be switching out writers.
Oh yeah, I think so too, man. But I will say one show that actually is legit good. Well, two shows. The ones that they actually are keeping right now, and that's Stargirl, which surprisingly that's actually pretty good.
I never
Um,
watched that girl. I call I prejudged it. I might check it out.
no,
I'm
it's actually
enjoying
pretty,
I'm enjoying Superman and Lois though.
bro. Yeah, that was the other man. That was the other
I'm
one, man.
enjoying that shit.
Oh yeah, Superman Lois is fucking fire, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. And only that, and y'all motherfuckers could fight me on this one, man. That version of Superman is the most powerful live action version of Superman. You can fight me on this one all you want. But but how that fucking season finale ended already solidified it.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna argue on that one. Everybody don't realize the older Superman was the most badass Superman.
Oh yeah, yeah. I would have said Christopher Reeves, but
Nah,
after old boy pulled that shit off, yeah. He's already
and,
solidified as the most
and
powerful version
and
of
and he sells the fuck out of that Clark role. He definitely
fact.
gives me the nerve. I like the other Supermans was too suave and shit. Like he really looked like a fucking geek with them glasses
Yeah,
on and shit.
exactly. That's the whole point, bro. Is that he's supposed to look like a fucking nerd. He's supposed to blend in.
Right. They had Superman walking around with his chest all popped out and shit with glass. Like, man, that shit, that don't look like no Clark. This one, he really sell that shit because you can't see none of the muscles or nothing. And then when he pop out with the suit and shit, then he look like a different person.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I was like,
So,
okay, now I understand why motherfuckers can't really tell. But I look at Henry
right.
Cavill, I'm like, okay, yeah, I know this nigga's Superman.
I'm
I
about, yeah,
like
exactly. This motherfucker buff with a damn suit on and t-shirt and shit. You can see all his damn chest and shit. Like, come on, man. He's supposed to look
it's like the
geeky and
only
nerdy.
difference is this nigga has glasses and his hair ain't slicked back. That's the only motherfucking
Exactly.
difference. Other than
And
that,
I
I
like
know this
when the
nigga's
fuck
Superman.
when the fuck would Clark Kent ever been that damn suave?
Exactly. Like I mean, I'm still trying to figure it out. I got nothing, dude. I ain't got shit on
That's
that,
how I know a
man.
lot of people wasn't reading this shit because that's the only woman that had eyes for his ass was Lois, and he had to win her over. Nobody, he ain't had no sex appeal with the women like that.
Nope. He wasn't no Bruce Wayne.
He wasn't no fucking Bruce Wayne.
Cause Mr. Bruce Wayne is Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Pretty much him and
Eh,
Iron Man.
oh yeah. Only difference is Iron Man probably get more bitches than Bruce Wayne.
He does. Ain't no problem. He do.
Yeah, and it's not just so much that the fact that bitches think he look good, but Iron Man's got game.
Iron Man make time. Iron Man make time for the bitch. Batman be so caught up in chasing motherfuckers.
Oh yeah. And plus, besides, he's too busy chasing pussy. If you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Their motives is different. You know, Iron Man just, he mostly do like Avenger work and shit. Batman, he patrolled and policed Gotham and shit. So his hands was more tied.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that is facts. And one thing I always say, I don't give a fuck what nobody says. You put Batman against literally any member of the Justice League,
Oh, he'll beat him
he's
up.
getting fucked up. Actually,
Oh,
I was gonna say,
they actually have a comic book where he fucked them all up.
yeah, Tower of Babel, Tower of Babel.
Yeah, yeah, he
I
fucked them
remember the
all
book.
up. Ran through
Yeah,
their ass.
yeah. Oh no, what I was gonna say is if you had no prep time, Batman's getting fucked up.
Oh yeah, nah. When Batman got time to do his homework on your ass, it's over.
Yeah, without the homework, yeah, he's getting fucked up.
Superman fucked around and found out.
Yo, bro. Then that's why I was like, the whole time I was watching Batman Superman, I'm like, why the fuck is Superman playing with this nigga? Just fuck him up already.
For real. Yeah, the movie they
Like,
kind of tried to capture it, but ain't nothing like how it was in the book.
yeah. I mean, the fight was still decent though. It was
Yeah, it
still a
was,
decent fight.
but
Yeah.
they just ain't sure like Batman really outsmart motherfuckers.
No, yeah.
It'd be a mental game with Batman.
Yeah, because it's like, because here's the thing, man. Batman's not trapped in there with you. You trapped in there with him.
Facts.
That's just what it is, bro. He ain't trapped in there with you, motherfucker. You trapped in there with him, dude.
Yeah, for real.
And because when you fight him, I'm quoting from the Frank Miller book. Like when you're fighting with him, you're not fighting in a fucking ring. You on the fucking operating table, and Batman's the motherfucking surgeon.
Facts.
That's just what it is at the end of the day. Batman's the motherfucking surgeon, dog. So yeah, I ain't fighting that motherfucker. Nah. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I'm
Batman's that nigga you don't. He's that nigga you just don't fuck with. Straight
definitely.
up. You just don't fuck with him. Hell, Why do you think Green Arrow is afraid of Batman?
And Green Arrow is a badass motherfucker.
Oh, bro, facts. And
I don't
Green
think.
Arrow,
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. In the CW, they had that nigga dead to rights. That's exactly how Green Arrow is.
mm-hmm,
He don't
like
have no fucking moral code.
even though he makes jokes when he's in a serious fucking moment, bro, he's fucking people up.
Yeah, he dialed in. He ain't got no moral code. He gonna do whatever to get you the fuck out of there.
Yep, exactly. At that point, Green Arrow got to shoot you in the fucking head with an arrow just to fuck get you back the fuck off. He go shoot you in the head with a motherfucking arrow, get you back the fuck off,
Yeah, he definitely got a body count.
bro. Bro. And
him
one
and
thing I
him
had to
and
tell brother,
Punisher. Them two motherfuckers don't give a fuck.
nah, mm-mm. Zero fucks given, man. I don't give. And then also one other thing I'm gonna tell other motherfuckers about Batman is that yes, he has actually one shotted one dude with superpowers, Guy Gardner. I don't know if you ever read it. It was
I think I read that one.
Justice League International. Oh, you can look this shit up, dude. Guy Gardner was sitting there talking shit to Batman's face, right?
Right.
And while he's talking all that shit, Batman turned around, punched that nigga in his face, knocked his ass out cold, and stole his ring right after.
Oh damn.
And he did that in front of the entire Justice League.
I'm gonna have to go dig that one out. I probably could find. I watch this channel on here called Comics Explained. Sometimes he'll do
Yep.
like the whole breakdown. I'm gonna go look for that one.
Oh yeah, I follow that dude. Comics Explained. Yeah,
That's
that
one of my
dude,
favorite
man,
channels.
bro, man. All I'm gonna say is motherfuckers should stop sleeping on that dude.
Man, that dude is a gem for real.
Bro, matter of fact, to be honest, I kind of like him a little bit better than Comic Story. I'm just gonna keep that a buck.
I like them
I
both for different reasons, but I'm not
yeah,
gonna argue with you on that. I follow
yeah,
both of them.
because
Common Historian, I ain't gonna lie, Common Historian though, he be giving like long read throughs too though. And shit.
oh yeah,
Which one of them hold on, which one of them be doing the shit where they be doing the voices and all that shit?
yeah. That's what I was
Is
gonna
it
say. Comic Story. I like Comic Story whenever because of the voiceovers. Like that shit, I fuck with that channel for the voiceovers. But
yeah, that
if
shit
I'm
dope
really
when he
trying,
tell the stories. But yeah, Comic
yeah,
Explain gonna give you like the breakdown and he don't like overly extend the shit. He gets straight to the meat and potatoes of the shit.
exactly, bro. Because he'll give a small backstory, and then he'll just go straight into it.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
Common Story is more like entertaining. And if you just
yeah.
want to like hear the shit in its entirety, then you'll watch him. But if you just want to get straight to the grit of shit, then go to Comics Explained.
Yeah, and then I know another channel that I always recommend if you're trying to keep up with the current shit. Variant Comics. That's another
I
channel to
follow
check,
them too. Yeah, I follow them
bro.
too.
I love that fucking channel, dog. They always keep motherfuckers up on keep niggas on game when it comes to comic books, dude. Like if you fall behind, they keep you up. But for the most part, I try to keep up like for my own shit. If I
Right,
can't, I'm just too lazy and I don't feel like trying to dig the book up. I just go to fucking Variant Comics and just get the freaking Cliff Notes.
right.
You know, like I know the one book where Iron Man became like Cosmic Iron Man. I'm gonna end up going back and reading that shit.
Yeah, I actually watched that video. I'm curious to go read that whole fucking book though.
Yeah, I'm thinking, I watched the video too, but I'm actually thinking about going back to actually read the book, man, because that's some insane shit.
And I didn't. It's another book I want to read too. The Maestro book, the older Hulk.
Yeah. Fucking
I
man,
watched a video he did on that one too.
yeah, I'm gonna have to check that one out because my bro, let me tell you something, man. Y'all think Roadbreaker Hulk is a motherfucker to be worried about? No. Maestro's that nigga you gotta be worried about. Cause you gotta think that like that's like a version of the Hulk who is not only smart as fuck, able to tap into his full strength, and is sadistic as fuck.
And he older,
Exactly. Fuck all
more
that.
seasoned. He more seasoned. Yep.
Mhm. I'm not fighting that motherfucker. I'm good. I'm not even gonna try to. I'm not even gonna try. I'm good. I'm going the other way. uh, I'm walking the other way after that one. I'm not doing it. Even if you give me the fucking Hulkbuster armor, I'm still not doing it.
That Hulk Buster armor is kind of overrated to me.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It
Because
might
how many
it,
times?
that
Because how
shit
many
work
times
on a
has he
regular
used?
Hulk.
Yeah, like how many times has he used the Hulkbuster and different variations of that shit, and that suit still gets fucked up.
It still get fucked up. Exactly. So it's a little overrated to me, especially somebody like Maestro, a World Breaker, or even
Yeah,
with the Abomination shit for that matter. Probably could fuck the World Breaker suit up. So it's like I don't know.
bro, facts. Like Abomination will even fuck that shit up, and like Abomination ain't even that smart, and he'll fuck that armor up. So I mean,
Exactly.
what does that tell you?
Just all sheer power.
Yeah, just raw power, man. Like I'm not even trying to fuck with Abomination, dude. But that's
Yeah,
one
no.
thing I will give the She-Hulk show credit for is the design for Abomination. I will give
Yeah,
them that credit.
it made them look good. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I will give them that credit. Like I like that. I will not take that away from them, man. Not ever will I take that away from them. They deserve that credit.
Yeah, they got their shit they do right, but they got they need work, but it be hit
Yeah,
and miss.
yeah, I agree. I agree. Like I just think when it comes to Marvel, like I think you should more listen to the tar. I think you should just more focus to the audience that actually consume the shit. I mean, you
Facts.
can try. Yeah, I mean, you can try to hit a new demographic, but don't don't alienate the people that buy your shit.
And
You know
that's what
what I
they're
mean?
doing. That's
No,
exactly what they're doing.
I was gonna say that's exactly what they're doing, and then they turn around bitching why people aren't receiving said product the way it should be received. Like when you start fucking turn around and you start calling the fans toxic, misogynist, you start throwing all these fucking names out there, you already fucking at that point you might as well just jump. You might as well just throw that fucking product off the fucking cliff.
For
You might as well just throw it off a fucking cliff
real.
because you're not helping your situation at all. It's just not helping.
Well, hopefully I ain't gonna say they're gonna get it together because they never will, but at least they can get to a point where they can give us a little more better shit and be a little more comic book accurate than what the fuck they've been doing. That's all I want.
Yeah, I mean that's all everybody's really ever asked is just for that, but we'll see. Oh, before I freaking dip out, here let me get your opinion on this one, man. I'm like this one's probably gonna be one I'm probably gonna piss people off with. I don't give a shit. Um, Do you feel like the Russo brothers did a better job with Black Panther than Ryan Coogler? Be honest, because I feel like the Russo brothers did a better job with portraying Black Panther than Ryan Coogler.
You want me to keep it a bean?
Yes, please do. Keep it a bean.
Russo brothers.
Yep,
Russo brothers by
exactly.
a long shot. I like the day version of Black Panther. I don't know. It just seemed like they tried to cater Black Panther more around the actor than the actual fucking character when it came to Ryan Coogler version of him.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm not the only one I
His
felt like that.
personality was a lot different. I don't know. To me, he just seemed like a serious, I'll kick your ass type of motherfucker back then. Like this one, he was all smooth businessman and shit, and wanted to be all peaceful. The other Black Panther was like most serious, and he didn't take no shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's what I've
like,
noticed. Anytime
like
that Black Panther,
remember when he first met the Avengers, how he had ran through their ass.
oh yeah, that was just kind of my thing too. Is I even peeped it too. Like I've noticed it because I was like, why is it that when Black Panther was on Avengers Infinity War, Endgame, and on Civil War, he was more like in charge of shit. He was running shit. But
Basically, he
when you
was
watch the Black Panther movie, it's kind of like he's half-ass running the shit, and we can't
right.
use that
Like he took
excuse
a
like
back seat.
yeah, like, and we can't use that motherfucking excuse like, oh, he just became king, he's learned that shit. Nah, we can't use that fucking excuse.
That's how I
Sorry,
know
you
the
just
people that watch the comic books, because if they watch comics, they'll know Black Panther was a motherfucker, boy.
oh yeah,
And he was
Black
cocky.
Panther. Oh yeah, he not only that. That motherfucker was smart as shit, and the fact that they kind of took the whole genius level intellect and gave it to his sister, already was problematic right there.
Yep, that's when you know they was pandering.
Yep. And and it's not, and I'm not trying to take a dig at saying that his sister can't be smart or nothing like that. I ain't trying to say that shit. All I'm saying is like you can still make T'Challa fucking smart as shit too. Because at the end of the day, that motherfucker created the fucking physics for vibranium in the comic book. Can't teach that shit.
Exactly, but they gotta try to involve like main female characters and shit like that. So that's why they did that.
Yeah, and I can get on that subject, but I'm gonna save that one for another fucking
Man,
day,
man, that's
bro.
a whole show by itself.
Exactly, man. You know what? I'll probably end up doing that shit next week. Cause again, man, that's a whole subject for another fucking day, bro. Plus, I've been on this shit for like almost an hour and 30 minutes too, man. I'm about to go get me some fucking food right now, man. I'm fucking hungry.
Yeah, I'm about to do the same thing. I think my wife trying to take me out for a drink, so I'm gonna go
All
get
right,
something to
brother.
eat. But
All right.
man, always a pleasure, man. And anytime you be loud, I always try to pull up on you and join the
Oh,
conversation because I don't have too many nerd friends to talk about this shit with. So
hey, it's all good, brother. It's all good, man. And hey, you doing a stream tonight, right?
yeah, I'm probably gonna go live around midnight or 12:30. I usually go like right after Too Cool when he in his. I kind of start mine up.
I bet. Yeah, I'll definitely be there for that one, man, for sure, man. Cause I try to drop in when I can, man. I'll drop in for this one for sure tonight, man.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I don't know what I'm playing yet, so when I schedule, it, I probably don't have a title on it, but
Hey,
most likely I might play Mortal Kombat because them shits be intense.
I bet, bro. Hey, don't be making niggas rage quit and shit, dog. The fuck? For real, man.
I'm hoping I run across one of the big boys again, man. Because
All
I'm
right,
gonna say
shit.
it. Everybody like Ninja Killer, but I watched Ninja Killer one day, washed
Oh
him.
shit.
So
Oh
I need to
damn.
run across one of them.
Yeah, and I missed that damn stream, man. Fuck. Ah, man. Wait, brother. I'm gonna let you go ahead and do your thing, man. I'm gonna go ahead and close this shit out, bro.
Alrighty, man. But salute to you, man, and everybody sub up to Dogstar, man. Check him out on Saturdays, for sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
appreciate that, brother.
Alrighty, bro. Salute to you.
I appreciate it, man.
All right, late.
All right, later. All right, yeah, that was my boy Chase Bank Gaming, man. If y'all do not subscribe to Real Chase Bank Gaming, dude, y'all got, I don't know what the fuck to tell y'all, man. Cause let me tell you, man, that dude put some fire ass content out, man. Y'all need to follow that dude. But yeah, man, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and get myself something to eat right now. Yeah, it was fun, man. I really appreciate it, man. I want to go ahead and take the time to salute my boy Chef Ron for coming through. See Matt K, always a pleasure when you come through, man. B-Man the Killer, appreciate you stopping by. My homeboy the Stone, man. Really appreciate it. Appreciate everybody that came through, man. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. I'm definitely going to go ahead and do another show next week, next Saturday. I'm probably gonna go live and probably around 9ish. Probably go live for a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna play Red Dead or if I'm gonna play Batman Telltale. We'll see. But either way, come tomorrow, I'm gonna finish up the Batman marathon. I'm probably gonna just beast through those last two chapters. Just power through them, man. But anyway, this your boy, the Dark Star Menace, and I'm signing out. Peace.